So Godzilla, God of Monsters is finally out in Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD. I will be reviewing that for you guys. But before that, why don't you check out my movie review of Godzilla, God of Monsters? Because I reviewed it in theaters, and you can check that out right over here. And if you like that video and you like this video, make sure you subscribe right down here. And without any other further ado, let's get into the video quality, starting off with the Blu-ray, just because that's where I always start off. This Blu-ray looks damn good. Damn good. And, you know, I kind of knew it would, because this movie just really, it lends itself really well. This is a very well photographed film. This is shot all digitally. And, you know, you just have very crisp and very clear, very defined lines with detail that is all over the place when you're dealing with the landscapes and just the texturing on faces. The texturing on these monsters are insane. I don't really like the character model of Godzilla this time as much, but the actual texturing and the level of detail on him is just crazy. Very, very well done. Black levels here are excellent. I am actually going to give this a 9 out of 10. I wouldn't say it's reference quality material, but it is the very next thing. And getting into the 4K disc here. This is actually a 2K digital intermediate, so this is actually upscaled to 4K, but that is only because of the level of CGI that is involved here. That is very expensive to render in 4K. Most studios don't want to do it, but this looks great. You know, you have just this detail here that is insane. The filmic, grainy look is a little bit more accentuated in the 4K version, but I would say that I like it. It gives it a little bit of grit and a little bit of style that I can definitely appreciate here. It doesn't take away from the detail. There is so much detail here. It is insane. And you can't ask for any more detail when you're getting into these huge monsters. And just the landscapes here. And that is the biggest part that really impresses when it comes to detail on this disc. That is until you get into the HDR here, because the HDR is insane because they actually give you Dolby Vision support with it. And man, just this color palette is incredible, and it pops in 4K. Especially with Dolby Vision, you will get such vibrant colors that ooze off of the screen. You feel like you could almost touch it. It is great. And not all of the scenes, but some of them definitely have great spectral highlights. Specifically when Godzilla roars that blast, that sonic nuclear blast that comes out of his mouth. It is great looking, and you will need your sunglasses, people. You will definitely need them. And you know what? I wouldn't say that this is a 10 out of 10, but I will give it a 9 out of 10. This is the next best thing, and really, I struggled with this because I wanted to give it a 10 out of 10, but hey, what are you going to do? And I have something special for you guys in the audio quality, because whether you watch this in Blu-ray or 4K, you get the same Dolby Atmos mix that is just, bar none, reference quality material. I'm going to say it right up front. Great. One of the best of the year. Man, this thing will kick your ass. Field of sound is some of the greatest you will ever hear. It is massive, and it fills the entire room, no problem. Surrounds are used aggressively. Speaker separation is just wonderful. Gorgeous. And as far as the bass response here, it has so many different levels. It is so crystal clear, and it is so just amazing. You know, the fidelity on this is just incredible. And then when you're talking about height speaker work goes, you get plenty of it. When you get these monsters flying in your height speakers, you can hear it. When you get a sonic blast going through your soundscape, you can definitely hear it in your height speakers. This is an audio lover's dream. 10 out of 10. One of my favorite audio mixes of the year so far. And with the digital copy here, we get a Movies Anywhere digital copy, which means that you can download this on iTunes and on Vudu, along with other services that are supported, and get the 4K version with Dolby Atmos, people. And getting into the special features, here it goes. You know, none of them are actually on the 4K disc, but on the Blu-ray disc, you get a ton of them. Each of them are about half an hour long, and they are just a 101 when you get into all of these monsters, and that is actually helpful for people that are just getting into Godzilla. And then you have several that actually go into the making of. You get the evolution of these monsters and these characters. You get a extensive audio commentary track that has so many people on it. It's insane. It is very informative for you guys. You get the theatrical trailer, and you get other smaller special features along with deleted scenes as well. There are a decent amount here. I would actually give it an 8 out of 10 if all of them are on the 4K disc, but they're not, so I'm going to bump this down to a 7 out of 10. And when you're talking about the last looks here, you know, this movie was one that was very challenging for me. I want to see Godzilla and Mothra and all of these creatures just battling it out in just glorious CGI battles. And they do that here. They took what people didn't like from that Godzilla film that came out in 2014 and really gave us what we wanted from that. But unfortunately, what they also do is want us to still spend quite the amount of time with characters that are kind of unlikable. You don't like these characters. They just yell, shout, and scream at each other throughout the film. And they just really are there for exposition purposes, and that's all. And I just wish that these actors that are in this movie, who are all very good actors in their own right, were just given some room to breathe and really make this their own, but they weren't. And if you didn't watch my video review for Godzilla King of Monsters, I gave it a 6 out of 10. And when you add up all my scores for Godzilla King of Monsters in Blu-ray and 4K, you come out to the same grade of a 31 out of 40. If you like this movie, you will be very well served by this disc. The video quality is great, and the audio quality is outstanding, and you do get a significant amount of special features. I don't know what else you would ask for if you actually like this movie. And coming up next, I have to jump back on the Marvel train to review Iron Man 3 and Thor: The Dark World. Those came out a couple weeks ago in 4K Ultra HD. I am running through them. And then Men in Black International and Rambo are coming out this week. I have a lot coming up for you guys. So if you're excited about any of those, subscribe down here and make sure you comment. Let me know about anything that is coming out that you want me to review. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't need to say it because you know it. And I will see all of you next time.